And so to London on a dull September evening in an aircraft of the Royal Air Force with the call sign Kitty Hawk, the call sign of any military aircraft carrying Her Majesty the Queen. Waiting on the tarmac, a very new British Prime Minister in the dark clothes of mourning, just as there had been all those years ago when Winston Churchill had been at another airfield to receive the young Elizabeth as she arrived in London for the first time as Queen. At RAF Northolt, the Queen's coffin was borne from the aircraft on the shoulders of a bearer party from the Queen's Colour Squadron of the RAF. Watching the Princess Royal, she'd travelled with the coffin for its entire journey from Balmoral. To have done so, she said, had been an honour and a privilege, and witnessing the love and respect shown by so many to her mother had been both humbling and uplifting. The honour guard from the RAF stood to attention. In steady rain, the state hearse, with its escort of police outriders, began the journey into the centre of London. As the motorcade made its way through the gathering dusk, traffic pulled over on the motorway. Many thousands stood in the rain. West London came largely to a halt. On pavements and gantries and flyovers, the citizens of Britain's capital took these first moments of the late Queen's return to demonstrate their affection and their gratitude. The journey brought them to the heart of London, to streets and landmarks that the Queen knew so well. Down Park Lane to Hyde Park Corner, and then onto Constitution Hill. Finally to Buckingham Palace, where the Queen's coffin will rest for one final night. Within the palace were the King and Queen Consort and the Queen's other children, grandchildren and their spouses, together with other members of the family. These were to be private moments for the family before the Queen's coffin leaves their loving custody to be handed over to the nation for the lying in state. Rehearsals for the ceremonial processions have been taking place in the early hours of the morning. Carefully laid plans are being put into practice as London and the nation get ready for the final farewell to a most revered monarch. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News.